Morning, guys. Morning, Hassan. Fnus. Hassan Gouda. Boghdadi. Marine. Tadros. Yannagut. Haya. Yahya. Yasmin Said. And this is Jana Walid. Jana Walid. Jana Osman. Jana Osman. Ryan. Yasmin Sa'a. Yasmin Sa'a. Okay. This is Yasin. You have Yusuf Awad and Yusuf Muhammad. Yusuf Muhammad Sahrawi. Yusuf Awad Sahrawi. Yusuf Awad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. Good morning, everybody. I have Alia now. Alia. There are 19 students in the room. First to share the screen. Morning, everybody. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, Mr.
Morning. Morning, Habib. Okay, as you know, in this term we did grammar chapters. So far we did chapters 25, 26, and this is chapter 27, the last chapter we're going to study this term. This is Chiara joining. Chiara. Okay, but before we talk about grammar, Martina, I just want to remind you of joining PISinter. I have 16 students. 16 students joined so far. This is Layan. And I still have 13 students who haven't joined. Yusuf Fawad, can you hear me? Yusuf Fawad?
Yes,
Why haven't you joined so far, Yusuf?
I tried to join yesterday, but I still need a Microsoft account.
Okay, have one, try to have one, and ask your friends what they did. Okay, you have 16 people who have joined successfully, Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf Sahrawi, why haven't you joined so far, Yusuf?
Well, I tried, Mr. to join, but the program I had a problem with. I didn't want to load.
Okay, try to ask your friends for help. Anyone who is good with technology, not sure, maybe Yahya, maybe Hassan Ruhaim, anyone who can help you with this, please, because you need it for your project. As you know, I posted the project yesterday. Did you see it, guys?
Yes, Master.
Okay, so it should be submitted by, I think, Thursday, 27th. Thursday, 27th. Today is 18th. And you still have about 10 days from now. You need to make a comic strip about any scene from the book Thief or from any book or movie you watched. Any scene you like, okay? Please join as soon as possible. The names who have joined so far are Boghdadi, Chiara, Janna Gouda, Hala, Hassan Gouda, Hassan Ruhaim, Haya, Jana, Jana Walid, I think, Layan, Lulwa, Mariam, Ryan, Tadrus, Yasmin Said or Sa'a, I'm not sure. I think it's a Said, Yasin Said, and Yahya. Please, the other 13 guys, join as soon as possible. Martina, are you there? Martina?
Yes, Mister.
Any problem with joining PISinter, or you forgot, or what? Because you need it for.
هو بس مش عارفة أخش عليه.
Ask your friends. You have 16 people who have joined successfully. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not very good at technology, but people join easily. So please ask them and join the way they joined. Okay, thank you very much. Please do it as soon as possible. If you can do it today, I'd be grateful. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back to grammar. Punctuation. Before we start the chapter, as you know, we should have done this, or I should have done this part yesterday and uploaded the video, but I'll start it with you today and record the video of the second part tomorrow, inshallah, or maybe later today. This is Ganna Tamer and Noreen. Ganna, Tamer, and Noreen. Noreen, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Okay, did you hear about PISinter, Noreen?
أي
Did you hear about PISinter?
الصوت بيقطع مش سامع حضرتك.
Okay. Did you know that I posted a post yesterday about your project, your term 4 project? Did you see it?
شايفه تمام.
To do it, you need to join PISinter. I have a PISinter class. You need to join it like your friends, and you need it to make your project. Please join it as soon as possible.
Okay.
So the first.
تمام.
Okay, thank you, Nuri. The first part of each chapter, as you know, is the diagnostic test. And please be active, because once you raise your hand and answer, you get marks. You know, there are marks for participation. Let's welcome Hala Sharif. Hala. So, who can do number 1? Skill check A. Write the following sentences using proper end marks. We need just, we'll say here at the end, we'll put a full stop, a question mark, an exclamation mark, or what? Write the following sentences using proper end marks to punctuate them. Number 1, who's ready? If you're ready, put your hand up, please. Yahya Awad, let me write your name here. Yahya, go ahead, Yahya. A period, thank you very much. So number 1, we just need a period. Number 2, we'll go to Tadrus. Number 3, Yusuf Awad. Number 4, Kiara. Tadrus. Number 2.
Question mark.
Question mark, thank you, it's a piece of cake. Number 3.
Wow! Exclamation mark. And then period.
And then a period. Wow! Exclamation mark after wow. Temperatures in the Antarctic can reach 62 below zero. We need another question, exclamation mark used, because he's claiming about this piece of fact. Wow, an exclamation mark, and another exclamation mark after the word zero. Thank you. Number 4.
Exclamation mark and period.
Exclamation mark where?
Really.
So really, do we need an exclamation mark or a question mark? Because the person says really. So
question mark. Question mark.
Is after really, we need an exclamation mark, and after remarkable, we need.
After really, question mark.
And after remarkable.
And a period. Exclamation mark, sorry.
Exclamation mark, thank you. Again, number 4, after really, we need a question mark. After remarkable, we need an exclamation mark. Number 5, do I have any raised hands? Yes, I have Haya. Haya Al-Masri, go ahead.
There are penguins at the zoo.
Period. A period after zoo, thank you.
Do you want to go see them? Question mark.
A question mark. Thank you very much. Let's thank you all. So I have Haya. I just want to write your names, people who Haya and Haya, Yahya, Haya, Yusuf Awad, Kiara, and Hassan Ruhail, right? Hassan Ruhail. Okay, number 2, or skill check B, write the following sentences, inserting commas where necessary. These sentences need commas. You'll say where to put them. Number 1, I have 2 raised hands. Number 1 will go to Yusuf Awad again. And number 2 will go to Jana Osman. Yusuf? Yusuf Awad, number 1 or number 6?
Aside from living in Antarctica, comma,
Any other comma?
penguins in other places.
So we have just 1 comma after the word Antarctica. Aside from living in Antarctica, penguins live in other places. Thank you. Number 2, Jana, or number 7? Jana.
After Australia,
After Australia. Good.
and South Africa.
After South Africa and after Australia. Thank you. Penguins inhabit Australia, comma, South Africa, comma, and America. Thank you. I have 3 raised hands. Do I have Jana Walid here today? Jana Walid. Is Jana Walid Garahi here? Or just Jana Othman? So Jana Walid is not here. I wrote her name by mistake. Okay. So I have Tadrus. Guys, be active and put your hand.
After penguin.
1 comma after penguin. Thank you. Thank you, Tadrus.
مستر حلا بتقول لحضرتك في عربية مش هتعرف تجاوب.
No problem. حلا شريف.
مم.
طيب. Alia. Alia, can you do number 9? Alia. Alia.
Yes.
Can you do number 9?
Yes, answer.
We need a comma or more.
Before the.
Before the. Where is the incidentally? Okay, after the word incidentally, yes. We put it after incidentally and before the. Thank you, Alia. And please be more active. Walid, Abdurrahman Walid. Number 10. Do we need,
Yes, miss.
do we need a comma here?
No.
We do need one, but where to put it, Walid? Take your time.
After soft.
After soft, thank you. Yes, okay. We did the diagnostic test related to the part we're going to study today. So let's move to end marks. Thank you very much. And please be more active and put your hands up when I ask you. End marks, the 3 end marks are the period, the question mark, and the exclamation mark. I know this is a piece of cake. You've studied this for a long time, but we have to do it. They have a number of basic uses as well as a few more specialized uses. The basic uses of end marks, most of the basic uses of end mark or marks are for full sentences. A few, as you will see, are for, try to mute yourselves, guys, because some people are making a little noise. Try to mute yourselves now, please. Are 4 words and phrases. The period, the first end mark is the period. The period is the most common end mark, as you know. We need it in statements and comments. Use a period to end a declarative sentence. A declarative sentence like, I live in Egypt. A mild imperative, open your book, for example, and an indirect question. I want to know how old you are. Or he asked me where I live. He asked me where I live. This is an indirect question. We put a period at the end, not a question mark. A declarative sentence is a statement of fact or opinion, and we have examples here. There are more than 10,000 species of birds. A fact. The veterinarian believes my parrot will recover from its illness. Guys, I have to mute you all because some people are making noise. Okay. Put your hands down, please, those who are raising their hands. So, some declarative sentences include an indirect question, like the example, my father asked whether we saw the bald eagle. The original question was, did you see the bald eagle? This is a question, but when we put it this way, my father asked whether we saw the bald eagle, this is not a question anymore, it's an indirect question, and we put a period, not anything else. An imperative sentence gives a direction or a command, like fill the bird feeder first and then hang it in the tree. A command, clean the bird cage. These are imperative sentences which need a period at the end. Exercise 1, and I want you all to participate in the session, please. Those who haven't participated yet, please put your hands up. Writing declarative and imperative sentences. Write declarative and imperative sentences with end punctuation following the instructions below. Command about pigeons. We need a command about pigeons. Feed these breadcrumbs to the pigeons, or clean the cage of the pigeons, or whatsoever. We need a statement of fact about a bird. We need a statement of fact about a bird. I have 3 raised hands. Those 3 people have answered before. I need you guys. Hassan Gouda. Hassan Gouda, go ahead. Hassan, you need to be unmuted. Hassan Gouda. Yes.
Yes, mister.
Go ahead.
Birds have light bones.
I can't hear you well, but it looks like a statement. Birds have
Light bones.
Okay, thank you. Birds have light bones. This is a statement of fact about a bird. Thank you. This is Jana Garayhi joining us. Garayhi. Okay. Number 2, I'll pick names because I don't have new guys. I have Yusuf Awad. Thank you, Yusuf. Jana, Walid, Osman, and Hassan Gouda. The 3 of them answered before. Baghdadi, can you do number 2? Because you
Yes, mister.
We need a direction for finding pet store listings in the yellow pages. Maybe the yellow pages is the name of a newspaper or a magazine. I'm not sure. We need a direction for finding. Somebody is texting me something. Okay, Yusuf Awad. Thank you. Yusuf Awad tells me that he has joined PISinter. Thank you, Yusuf. I'll check at the end of the session. Okay, Budadi, can you hear me? Okay, I'll say it. Does anyone want to do number 2? Does anyone want to do number 2? Jana Osman, do you want to do it? Okay, type Yusuf Awad. You're still raising your hand. Can you do it? Number 2? Okay, Tadrus is ready, I think.
هو yellow pages اللي هي
The name of a newspaper or a magazine. Specialized, I think that, I'm not sure, specialized in birds and bird stuff. Because today's theme is birds. Type, Tadrus is raising.
the north of the school.
Type, I have an example here. Let me read it for you. Look, the direction is look under pets, look under the word pets in the yellow pages. Look under pets in the yellow pages. This is the direction I have here. Number 3, we need an indirect question about a bird. And welcome, Osama Darwish. You joined late, dear. We need an indirect question about a bird. I'll go to who طيب مريم النقيب. Okay, Mariam.
She asked about what type of bird I have.
She asked what type of bird I have. Thank you very much. She asked what type of bird I have. Thank you, Mariam. Number 4, we need a statement of opinion about pet birds. A statement of opinion. We need an opinion. Yasmin, this is okay. Where is Yasmin? Yasmin Sa'a. Yasmin.
This type of bird is good.
Thank you. This type of bird is good. Thank you very much. Number 5, we need a command. You know, a command is an order. A command about studying for a science test. A command, somebody telling somebody else to study about a science or for a science test. I'll go to Jana Garaihi. Jana, here. Can you do number 5, Jana? We need a comment about studying for a science test. Jana Garahi, can you hear me? Jana, are you there? Type Kunuz. Can you do it? Kunuz. Kunuz. Layan, where is Layan? Layan joined at the beginning of the session. Layan, where is Layan? She left? Okay, Kiara, can you do it? Kiara? Kiara, can you do 5? Guys, is there a problem with your internet or what? Nobody answers me. I'm not sure why. Okay, Martina.
Please study for your science test.
Okay. Don't use please here in comments. We use please in requests, but a comment is from a higher position like a father or a mother or a teacher. So make it study for the science test. Thank you, Martina. Study for the science test. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Thank you, guys. This is Martina. Okay. Ask Layan to join, guys, because she's not here. She joined at the beginning of the session and maybe there is a problem with her connection. Something. I'll check again. I don't have Layan here. No, she's not here. Okay. And Jana's. I have Jana Garaihi. I'm not sure where Jana Uthman is. Looks like she left also. I'm not sure why people keep leaving and coming. Okay, this is Yusuf Sahrawi. Yusuf. Yusuf Sahrawi. Yusuf, can you hear me? Sahrawi. Okay, Yusuf is still joining. Looks like he has a problem because once he joins with the name Yusuf Muhammad and then he makes it Yusuf Sahrawi. I'm not sure why. Type. The question mark, the second end mark is the question mark. Use a question mark with a direct question. Use a question mark to end an interrogative sentence, an incomplete question, or a statement intended as a question. Often the word order as well as the punctuation of an interrogative sentence is different from that of a declarative sentence, as you know. In questions, we have a specific order of words. Examples: why are there so many birds in our yard? Are bats considered birds or mammals? A question mark is also used with one or more interrogative words when a complete sentence is not necessary. We have an example here. Penguins have lost the ability to fly. Why? This is an incomplete question. We have the question word only. We ask with it because we know the rest of the question. Occasionally, rarely, a question mark is used at the end of a statement that asks question. Birds eat grasshoppers. You are absent, and so on. Use care, however, in ending statements with question marks. It is better to rephrase the statement as a direct question. Like here, the geese haven't migrated yet. It's better to put it this way. Haven't the geese migrated yet? You know, geese is the plural of goose, G-O-O-S-E. So it's better to rephrase the sentence to make it a direct question. And this is a good example. The geese haven't migrated yet. This is an declarative sentence in the form of a question. Make it a question by rephrasing it. So haven't the geese migrated yet? Number 3, the exclamation mark. An exclamation mark signals an exclamatory sentence, an imperative sentence, or an interjection. You know, interjections like wow, oh my God, ouch, and so on. It indicates strong emotion and should be used sparingly. Here we have some examples. This new information changes nothing. The vulture is frightening. Don't let the bird out of the cage this time. This is an imperative sentence, but it's strong one, strong emotion. Remember to feed my parrot. Depending on emphasis, an exclamation mark or a comma can be used with an interjection. Depending on the degree of emphasis, you can use an exclamation mark or a comma. With an exclamation mark, oh, what an enormous bird. With a comma, oh, it is only an owl. Okay, so in the first sentence, the emotion is stronger. Other uses of end marks: most abbreviations end with a period, like in, doctor, etc. This one, sergeant or sergeant, AM for time, with periods, DDS, AVE, and etc. Abbreviations with periods: FBI, NA is A, TX, short for Texas, COD. When an abbreviation ending with a period is found at the end of a sentence, do not add another period as an end mark. So it's enough. Incorrect. The speaker will be Adam Martin Jr. You know, after Jr., capital J, small r, we put a period. We don't need another period for the end of the sentence. So we need just one period. If an end mark other than a period is required, however, you must add the end mark. If in the question, like this example, if the speaker Adam Martin Jr., so this is a question, we need the question mark after the period we have here. We have some more examples. Maintaining your pet's health, a diet for a puppy, for a mature dog, exercise, cleanliness. So we use a period after numbers and letters and outlines. Okay, we need like this example here. This is number 1 period. Number 2, period. Letter B, letter C, letter D, we need a period. Again, use a period after numbers and letters in outlines in lists. Okay. Exercise 2. If you know the answer, please put your hand up. Exercise 2. Have the question is copy the following items, punctuating each of them correctly. We need the correct end mark. Quickly, guys. I have Tadrus, and Tadrus will do number 1, Ruhaim number 2, Ryan number 3. Tadrus first.
Have you ever visited the bird sanctuary? Question mark.
Sanctuary. Okay, sanctuary. Good. Question mark. Number 2.
Mr. Yusuf Sahrawi wants you to make him join the meeting.
Ask him to try again. Keep trying until Ali join in time. Ali is trying to join, but we still have 5 minutes before the session. This means he can join in the second session. Okay. Number 2. I said number 2 is put your hand down, Tadrus. This is Ryan. Okay, Ryan, do number 2. Sorry.
I went there with my class last month. Period.
Period. Number 3. I have Martina's hand raised. Hassan Ruhaim first. Hassan. Number 3. Hassan.
It was so much fun. Period.
A period, or if the emotion
exclamation.
An exclamation mark. If the emotion is strong, we need an exclamation mark or a period. Both are okay here. Number 5 for Martina, and then Yasin Saeed number 5. Martina first. Martina number 4.
We had a very knowledgeable tour guide who told us many interesting facts. Period.
Period. Thank you. Then Yasin. Where is Yasin? Where is Yasin? Where is your name, Yasin? Yasin has disappeared. Yasin. Yasin, are you there? Yes, this is Yasin. Number 5.
Question mark.
A question mark. Thank you very much. So this is the end of part or section 1, 27.1. We have 6 sections here. We'll cover this chapter over the 4 days of this week. Yesterday, Monday, today, tomorrow, and Thursday. I'll move on to part 2, which is commas. I think we still have a couple of minutes. We can do a page or 2. Commas. The comma is used to separate a number of basic elements and to set off many different kinds of added elements within sentences. As you learn the rules for the correct use of the comma, you will at the same time reinforce. Reinforce means strengthen your understanding or improve your understanding of sentence structure. Study the rules, making certain you understand each relationship described within them. Commas with compound sentences. Let's see. Any idea how many minutes do we still have, guys? Sometimes it's shown here, but I can't find it. I think it's okay, 5 minutes. Right. A single independent clause expresses a complete thought and often stands alone as a simple sentence, like I love you. For example, 2 independent clauses correctly joined and punctuated form a compound sentence. Yasin played football and Ali went home. For example, these are 2 independent clauses joined by conjunction. The conjunctions used to connect independent clauses are called coordinating conjunctions. The 7 coordinating conjunctions, the fanboys, as you know, are the fanboys on this list. Use a comma before the conjunction to separate two independent clauses in a compound sentence. I know, guys, you know this better than your names, but examples. I had a meeting with my guidance counselor, and we have the conjunction and we must have a comma before it, and da da da. Sentence 2, my mother loves the country, but number 3, she might go to a museum, or and so on. As you can see, the ideas in the independent clauses in a compound sentence are clearly related to each other. Compound sentences should not be formed unless there exists some type of relationship between the independent clauses. Although a comma and a coordinating conjunction are used to separate two independent clauses in a compound sentence, a comma is not used to separate a compound verb in a simple sentence. Compare the following two examples. Look at the examples. Leslie went to Broadway and she saw a play. This is a compound sentence. We have two independent clauses. Leslie went to Broadway. This is one. She saw a play. This is another one, joined by the conjunction and. We need the comma. So Leslie went to Broadway and saw a play. We don't need a comma here because the subject she is not repeated. Okay, or the verb here is a compound verb, went and saw. The second sentence has only one subject, Leslie. Before placing a comma before a conjunction, you should always make sure that you have a complete sentence on both sides, subject, verb, of the conjunction, not just a compound verb. Exercise 10, we'll do it and end this session. Using commas to separate independent clauses, copy each of the following sentences, adding commas as needed. We have an example here. I wanted to go to the concert in Central Park, but it was sold out. He didn't find, or she didn't find, any tickets. I wanted to, and we put the comma here before but. Number 1, who can do number 1? Number 1. Guys, ask Liane to join, please. I'm not sure who are absent. I have 25 or 24 participants. Ali is trying to enter, but as I told you, Ali joins the last 5 minutes every session. Tell him to join at the beginning of the second session. I have Ali, Liane. Muhammad Adil is not here. Ask him to join in the second session, inshallah. So who's ready to answer? Number 1. Put commas. We need commas. Number 1. I have Haya. Thank you, Haya, for being active. Number 1.
New York City was founded by the Dutch in 1626, but it was called New Amsterdam.
Perfect. Thank you, Haya. This is the second time you answered today. Thank you. Okay. Other guys, be more active, please. Janna Tamer, can you do number 2? Janna Tamer, quickly, please. Janna is not here. I'll go to Jana Garaihi. I hope she's here now. Jana Garaihi. Jana Walid. So for the second time, Jana doesn't answer, so she's absent. Jana Walid. Okay, we have Hala can't answer. Hassan Rahim. Who can answer number 2, guys? We need a comma. Do we need a comma here or not? I'll go to, I have one raised hand. It's Kiara's. Okay, Kiara, go ahead. Do we need a comma in number 2 or not?
No.
No commas needed. Thank you, Kiara. This is the second time you answer. Who else? Number 3, Mariam Naqi, Ryan. Okay.